Sister Spouses Review. Kody and Robyn Brown have enormous conflict. Sister Spouses star, Kody Brown hasn't been giving his exes, Meri and Janelle Brown, the responses they need about Coyote Pass. While he gripes that they are annoying him, he at last makes a move. Nonetheless, not under the watchful eye of It Made Them Attorney Up. Presently, even at home, Kody is running into issues with Robyn Brown. In another sea, they have a major conflict they should determine. Meri and Janelle aren't standing by any longer. Without a doubt, Coyote Pass has been a major issue for Meri, Janelle, Christine, Robyn, and Kody Brown since they originally looked at it. Christine recognized the inevitable from the get-go and got shook of her peace by hammering out an agreement with Kody. During the January 19th episode of Sister Spouses, Meri and Janelle had enough. The two of them found a sense of peace with Kody wasn't focusing on the offer of the land. Despite the fact that it seemed he was stalling, presently another review shows it might have been because of him and Robyn differing behind the scenes. Kody and Robyn Brown have large conflict. In the most up-to-date review for Sister Spouses, Kody Brown concedes he and Robyn Brown can't settle on selling Coyote Pass. In spite of the fact that Meri and Janelle are putting on the strain, Robyn has the brakes on. While investing energy in the land, Kody concedes they aren't in a state of harmony at this moment. Rather than openly delivering the property, Robyn says, "I love Coyote Pass. I generally have." Moreover, she can't envision letting it go. Kody makes sense of they are differing on the grounds that they are in two unique places regarding this situation. In any case, both appear to be riding the wall on choosing to sell. Kody adds, "It resembles now and then I need to keep it, in some cases I need to sell it." Also, Robyn realizes we really want to sell it yet once in a while needs to keep it. Robyn earthy-colored discusses how miserable it is each time they are there since she figures it very well may be the last time. In any case, it is such a disputed matter, that in any event, when Kody raises keeping the lake, she scrunches her face. Then, at that point, she rapidly excuses the discussion, "We should simply not go there, dear." Furthermore, guiding Kody away from it, she says, "Sorry, I even brought it up." It's a particularly miserable topic watching the fantasy bite the dust. Besides, Coyote Pass was the trust Kody and Robyn Brown needed to accommodate the family. At the point when they are there, the recollections of the family being together and having a great time torment them. Both think back about having everybody together. Kody takes note of that Coyote Pass denotes the exacting spot where they were all together once and for all. It's one more sign of the fantasy fizzling. Moreover, Robyn discusses her heart hurting, taking a gander at the vision disperse. She adds, "I just see the vision that I've generally envisioned, you know, the entirety of the space and the houses." Notwithstanding, she is by all accounts dealing with and over time, Meri Brown has been one of the most polarizing figures on the show. From her muddled relationship with Kody Brown to her battles with self-esteem and freedom, Meri's process has been everything except smooth. As of late, notwithstanding, watchers have been energizing behind her and her closest companion, Jen Sullivan, for standing up and retaliating against pundits and the people who question their strength. Meri and Jen's week-by-week live streams, lovingly named Fridays with Companions, have turned into a wellspring of diversion and strengthening for fans, exhibiting their solid bond, humor, and assurance to transcend cynicism. As the pair tends to everything from family show to self-awareness, fans are praising them for getting by as well as flourishing. Retaliating against the story. For quite a long time, Meri has been painted as a substitute in the earthy-colored family. From being named as troublesome by Kody and her sister spouses to getting through open examination about her choices, she has confronted a daunting task to recover her account. Fans have seen that Meri is done remaining quiet despite analysis, and they credit Jen for being a vital figure in this change. In their live streams, Meri and Jen don't avoid tending to extreme themes. They've straightforwardly talked about Meri's difficulties with the family and how she's attempting to rethink herself beyond the sister spouse's heritage. In a new episode, Meri unhesitatingly proclaimed, "Haven't arrived to carry on with my life as per another person's viewpoint," an explanation that resounded profoundly with fans who have watched her develop throughout the long term. Jen, who has turned into a fan number one for her speedy mind and straightforward disposition, has likewise clarified that she's wildly defensive of her companion. At the point when pundits endeavor to destroy Mary, Jen steps in to offer resolute help. Fans have adulated Jen for assisting Mary with getting comfortable with herself and for empowering her to embrace her autonomy. Fans acclaim their versatility. Via online entertainment, fans have communicated their deference for Mary and Jen's strength and legitimacy. Many have noticed that it is so invigorating to see Mary step into her power and assume command over her life. Twitter client response: Mary and Jen are the pair I didn't realize I really wanted. There, serious areas of strength for silly, proud. Love seeing Mary at long last flourishing. Instagram remarks: Mary merits bliss after all she's experienced. Jen is the sort of companion everybody needs in their corner. Fans are particularly glad for the manner in which Mary wouldn't allow the past to characterize her. While her relationship with Kody stays stressed and her spot in the earthy-colored relational peculiarity is unsure, Mary has zeroed in on building a day-to-day existence that lines up with her qualities and interests. Her overnight boarding house, Lizzie's Legacy Motel, has turned into an image of her freedom, and her web-based presence with Jen grandstands a lighter, more light-hearted side of her character that fans revere. Enabling one another. One reason fans are so put resources into Mary and Jen's companionship is the manner in which they enable one another. The two ladies have utilized their foundation to advance self-esteem, self-improvement, and strength notwithstanding misfortune. Their live streams frequently incorporate persuasive messages, and they urge their crowd to defend themselves and seek after their fantasies, regardless of how overwhelming the excursion might appear. During one live stream, Jen talked about the significance of encircling yourself with individuals who elevate you, saying, "Everything unquestionably revolves around tracking down your clan, individuals who love and backing you genuinely." Mary repeated this opinion, sharing that having Jen in her life has been a unique advantage. "It's astonishing what you can achieve when you have somebody in your corner who trusts in you," she said. Their dynamic has hit home for fans, who consider them to be an encouraging sign and motivation. Many have offered thanks for the manner in which Mary and Jen's kinship helps them to remember the significance of steadfastness and self-esteem. Standing up against Kody and pundits. Mary and Jen's live streams have likewise filled in as a stage for unpretentious yet strong reactions to Kody Brown and pundits who question Mary's choices. While Mary seldom names, her remarks frequently appear to be highlighted individuals and circumstances that have held her back previously. For instance, when gotten some information about her ongoing relationship with Kody, Mary answered with effortlessness, however clarified that she's done hanging tight for approval from anybody. "I know my value," she said. "On the off chance that somebody doesn't see it, that is on them, not me." Fans have deciphered proclamations like these as a type of strengthening, with many praising Mary for standing firm against the pessimism she's confronted. Jen, as well, has ringed in with comical yet gnawing analysis, further charming the couple to their crowd. What's next for Mary and Jen? While Mary's future with the sister spouse's establishment stays dubious, her organization with Jen appears to be more grounded than at any other time. The couple has alluded to likely undertakings in progress, including extending their live streams and perhaps making extra satisfied that features their excursion. Fans are eager to see where Mary's newly discovered certainty takes her and are anxious to help her as she keeps on cutting out her own way. Whether it's through her undertakings, persuasive talking, or just living her reality, Mary has shown that she's prepared to embrace the following part of her life. End. Mary Brown and Jen Sullivan's fellowship has turned into an encouraging sign for sister spouses fans who have long wanted to see Mary break liberated from pessimism and embrace her true capacity. By going to bat for themselves and declining to be quieted, they've propelled endless watchers to do likewise in their own lives. As Mary and Jen keep on retaliating against pundits and embrace their autonomy, fans are glad to help them constantly. Their process fills in as an update that it's never beyond any good time to rework your story and that genuine strength comes from the inside, irate with tender loving care over how she has been treated during the new times of the hit unscripted TV drama. Enthusiasts of the series are very much aware of the stressed elements inside the earthy-colored family, however it appears to be the show is not generally bound to her associations with Kody and different spouses. As per insiders, Meri has contacted her limit with tender loving care, blaming the organization for keeping her out of the loop about significant choices, altering decisions, and likely arrangements for the series. This pressure has ignited conversations among fans, with many contemplating whether Meri's dissatisfactions are legitimate or on the other hand assuming the organization has been deliberately sidelining her. In any event, obviously Meri isn't keeping down her sentiments any longer. The straw that broke the camel's back, feeling rejected from key choices. Reports propose that Meri's dissatisfaction comes from getting a handle on left of critical conversations about the bearing of sister spouses. With the spotlight moving vigorously toward Kody's relationship with Robyn Brown and the aftermath of his relationships with Janelle and Christine, Meri claims her job on the show has been decreased to a simple reconsideration. While Meri has generally assumed a focal part in the series, being Kody's most memorable spouse and the person who aided send off the show, she currently feels that her presence is being limited. Sources near Meri uncover that she was caught unaware by how little information she had in the altering of late episodes, as well as by choices about how her storyline was depicted. She's burned out on being the one everybody discusses rather than the person who will share her side of the story, one insider made sense of. Tender loving care has been settling on choices without talking with her, and she feels disregarded, similar to she's simply a pawn in their game. Meri's displeasure regarding altering decisions. Perhaps of Meri's greatest complaint lies in how her story has been formed in the series. Fans have frequently called attention to that Meri is depicted as being detached, troublesome, or even frantic in her communications with Kody and the remainder of the family. Be that as it may, Meri accepts this portrayal is uncalled for and doesn't completely catch the intricacies of her excursion. Meri has supposedly communicated disappointment over how certain scenes are altered to misrepresent pressure or paint her in a negative light. In one ongoing episode, a discussion among Meri and Kody showed up especially uneven, with Kody appearing to be pompous while Meri appeared to ask for pieces of consideration. As indicated by sources, Meri was angry when she saw the finished product, guaranteeing that vital pieces of the discussion were excluded, making her look more vulnerable than she really is. She's been buckling down on herself and maintains that progress should be seen, the insider added. Yet, all things considered, they continue to zero in on a similar tired story of her being the pariah who can't continue on. Kept in obscurity about future creation plans. Meri's disappointment doesn't stop with the altering system, it reaches out to her absence of association in choices about the show's future. Reports have twirled about whether sister spouses will go on for another season, and provided that this is true, what the focal point of the show will be. Meri apparently feels all the way unaware of everything going on, with attention focusing on other cast individuals, especially Kody and Robyn. As per sources, Meri wasn't educated about potential side projects or changes in the show's construction until after choices were at that point made. This absence of correspondence has left her inclination underestimated and sold out, particularly thinking of her as unwaveringness to the series throughout the long term. She's emptied such a great deal herself into this show, and to be dealt with like a reconsideration is a tremendous insult, one source said. It's not just about the cash, it's about regard and being remembered for the interaction. Fans rally behind Meri. As insight about Meri's disappointments with tender loving care spread, fans have taken to online entertainment to share their contemplations. Numerous watchers have communicated compassion toward Meri, concurring that she's frequently depicted unreasonably and merits better treatment from the organization. Twitter client response: Meri has experienced enough with Kody, she needn't bother with tender loving care making an already difficult situation even worse. Give her a fair storyline. Facebook remark: Meri has each privilege to be disturbed. The show wouldn't exist without her, and she merits additional regard from the makers. Others, in any case, accept Meri's disappointment as lost, contending that she pursued an unscripted TV drama and ought to anticipate that makers should shape the story for show and evaluations. Meri stands up via virtual entertainment. In spite of the fact that Meri has not straightforwardly tended to the tales about her outrage with tender loving care, her new web-based entertainment posts have alluded to her dissatisfactions. In one obscure post, she shared a statement that read, "When you know your value, you quit giving individuals limits," joined by the subtitle, "End of conversation." In another post, Mary expressed gratitude toward her fans for their help, stating, "I see you, I hear you, and I value you. Your generosity means everything to me as I keep on exploring this excursion." These posts have powered hypothesis that Mary is equipping to assume command over her story, whether through a detailed story interview, a book, or even her own side project series. What's next for Mary? With pressures running intense among Mary and tender loving care, fans are anxious to perceive how this present circumstance will unfurl. Will Mary defy the organization openly, or will she decide to leave the series out and out? A few insiders accept she's thinking about moving away from sister spouses to zero in on her undertakings, including her quaint little inn, Lizzie's Legacy Hotel, and her flourishing virtual entertainment presence. Others figure Mary could use her dissatisfactions to arrange a superior job on the show or even investigate open doors beyond tender loving care. Regardless, one thing is clear, Mary isn't willing to remain quiet anymore. End. Mary Brown's accounted for outrage with tender loving care features the developing strains in the background of sister spouses. As one of the first stars of the series, Mary feels that she merits more regard and consideration in choices that influence her story and the show's future. While fans are separated on whether her disappointments are justified, many concur that Mary has sufficiently experienced and merits an opportunity to share her side of the story. Whether she go on with sister spouses or seeks after new open doors, Mary's assurance to battle for herself is gaining her the appreciation of fans who have followed her excursion for a really long time.